Well, I'll tell you what, weather is really interesting. Spent a lot of the first part of the show talking about fire locally. The advisories are about frost and freezing conditions in the interior moving forward. How do you get both of those concerns in one forecast? We'll talk about it right here. Webcams at ksby.com showing us Cayucas right now. And skies, a little bit of haze out there, clearly from some of the fire smoke. 61 San Luis, 62 in Santa Maria right now, 64 Santa Barbara, 58 Lompoc, 61 San Simeon, 68 up in Paso Robles. There's a little bit of onshore here. It's not particularly strong. San Luis 12 miles per hour, Gaviota 12 as well. So light winds, relatively clear skies, and dry air. That's the combination you need if you're going to try to cool things down. And we actually have some way to go because the daytime highs today were in the mid-70s in Santa Maria, Slow, Paso, and Santa Barbara, 70 Goleta, Cuyama 73, 72 Lompoc, 66 Pismo, and 73 at Santa Ynez. But this is my outlook for Paso Robles overnight lows. So this covers Templeton, Atascadero, Adelaida, places like that. You're looking at temperatures right around freezing tonight. Won't be there very long. Could do damage to really sensitive plants, but if you have pets that are outside, those sorts of things, you're going to want to take note of this forecast because Wednesday morning, we're going to be in freeze territory, and Thursday morning as well. Friday, 29, 31 on Saturday. You get the idea. 42 is an average overnight low. So we have two advisories. We have the frost advisory tonight, starts at 2 a.m., goes until 9 a.m. And then after that, we have a freeze watch for every morning after that until Friday. So essentially all week long out in the interior, it's going to be cold in the morning. Southern California, this is how you get the same thing. It's the dryness of the air. The thing we'll be lacking, but is happening across Southern California, is this wind. Wind gusts, especially later tomorrow into early Wednesday, they're going to be close to 70 miles per hour with some sustained winds around 50 through that area. Northern California starts a little bit earlier, these fire weather watches and warnings. The winds start picking up tomorrow afternoon. And again, that Kincaid fire is producing a lot of smoke. Well, we can model that. This is the dust forecast. You can see how what's there is going to start drifting down the coastline as we get into the early morning hours. So for folks who are worried about the air quality, yes, with the fire going, and even though the winds are offshore, that just takes that plume out to sea. And then when we get the afternoon onshore winds, just pulls it all back in. I want to show you how things work for us. We will get some night and morning offshore winds, local gusts to 20, but generally the push will be weaker than that. So through tomorrow, not much going on locally, but again, look at that Southern California wind event start. We're on the edge of it. We're going to see more robust offshore flows we get into, say, Wednesday afternoon out along the eastern border here. But I think most of the week, we're just going to see a glancing blow from this really interesting Santa Ana type event. All right, overnight lows tonight. Again, look at the interior. 31 for Paso, but back up to 74 tomorrow. 73 Santa Barbara and San Luis, 68 in Lompoc. Even some of the coastal lows will be in the 40s tonight. Santa Ynez Valley, mid-30s for lows, but still the recovery pretty nice. There will be a haze in the air much of the next few days with the fires going on around the state. And the 5-day forecast trend here is for temperatures to slowly increase as we get into Thursday and Friday. There is another reinforcing offshore event later on this week that's going to keep air kind of dry throughout the area. And, you know, even outside of fires, you can just kind of feel the dryness of the air, right?
My hands are so dry these days.
I agree.
I can feel it in my throat.
Can you? Yeah.
A few coughs, some sniffles.